Hey guys, it's Sarah here from We Are Twinset. Welcome back to our channel. A big hello to all our new followers. It's so lovely to have you here. So for those that don't know, I do a weekly video at 7:30 and it's a mix of fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and today is a fashion number. So I asked on Instagram last week what you would like to see, and I had a lot of requests about winter boots, specifically ankle boots. So I've got 5 different ankle boots, 5 different price points, 5 different trends, 5 different styles, and then I have lots of questions about jeans and boots and where they should hit and stuff like that. So I'm showing all my tips and I'm going to show you me wearing them as well. So first up, boot number 1, the white boot. I love a white boot. I find them the most easy thing to style. They're always my go-to. If I feel like my outfit is a bit like bland, let's say I'm wearing a grey jumper and jeans or black polo neck and jeans, I feel like adding a white boot just gives that outfit a real pop. The thing I will say is they don't last season after season. So I had some And Other Stories pair from last year, and the heel being white, they are a bit scuffed. So this is a new in pair. This is from Kurt Geiger. And the reason I really love this style is because it's a sock boot. And I'm really funny when it comes to the length of your jeans and boots. I'm not a mad skinny jean person, so most of my jeans are slightly wider, and for some reason it just freaks me out when you have like a wide boot and a wide jean, and do you tuck it in, do you tuck it out, what's the length, do you roll it up? So if you go for a sock style, you never have that problem because it always goes underneath the jeans. So these are from Kurt Geiger in just crisp bright white. They've got a really practical heel, as you can see, and they're really comfy, and I have worn them, you can see, quite a lot already. Just with my basics, you know, my winter wardrobe, I think you've probably seen my capsule wardrobe from a couple of weeks ago, is all about those classic pieces, and these fit perfectly in there. So as I said, just a stripe or a polo neck or a jumper, and if you want to add a bit of lift, but not too dressy, add a white boot. I absolutely love these. Today I've styled them up with a grey chunky knit and a pair of frayed hem jeans. I love how the frayed hem just kind of sits at the bottom of the boot. The jeans I'm wearing, actually, I just want to tell you guys about because they're the new style from Gap. They are the Slim Boyfriend jeans. I'm going to double check that and I'm going to link it below. They are such a good fit. They're high on the waist, which is my absolute go-to now, and they just are tight around the hips, which I like, and then they're just wider as the leg goes down. Now I will say, if you are going to go for a slightly slouchier jumper and a slouchier jean, just make sure the jumper's not too long. So I always like my kind of wider jumpers to hit at the hips. That way the kind of silhouette works down and you don't just look oversized everywhere. I feel really cool in it, and they're my styling tips for boot number 1, which is the surprisingly practical white boot. Okay, boot number 2, the Western style, cowboy style boot. Now this was a boot that I probably wasn't so sure about at the beginning of the season, but I think I finally found a pair that works for me. I'm definitely not like a cowgirl boot person. I can't see myself in the real kind of cowboy style boots. They just don't feel like my style. However, I saw these in true sock boot style and I thought they were really great because they're a gentle nod to the trend. And I think that's key when you want to try a trend but you're just not 100% sure if it's you, is you can find kind of those pieces that are just a slight nod to the trend but not too out there. And I really feel like these boots do just that. So they're from Office, and they are now £60 in the sale, and they've got that kind of Cuban style heel, they've got the silver toe cap, and it's sock style. So I feel like they're a really easy way to kind of rock that Western trend. So being sock style, as I said in the previous one, they will go with any jeans, which I love. Again, if you have those kind of just wider style Western boots, it just becomes really, for me and for my style, really difficult with jeans. So I love the fact that these were tight on the ankle. So I styled them up today just with a classic black jean, a navy knit, because I love black and navy together, and a checked kind of blazer overcoat thing. Is it a blazer, is it a coat? I'm not sure, so I'm going to call it a blazer overcoat thing. And I think the key when wearing this trend is to just really keep it minimal. Just wear your normal basic layers and just give your look at that edge with these boots, because you don't want to try and go Western or anything like that just because don't. Another thing to point out that I love about this Western style trend is the heel heights and heel shapes. They're normally quite chunky, really comfortable, and it's a great way to kind of add a bit of height but not be on a spindly heel. So as I said, I love this look just with my black jeans, navy jumper and a check jacket, just slotting into my normal wardrobe, and I think that's the way to do it. Don't try styling them up in any crazy way. Just keep it really, really simple and treat them like a classic black boot, but they'll give your look a really cool edge. Okay, boot number 3. Now, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to call this trend, but I'm going to call it not black. I'm going to call it neutral. Now, it's a funny one because they are, as you can see, bottle green. And I ordered these boots online about a month ago. And I found them so useful, so comfy, such a great price point that I really, really wanted to include them. Now they're from Topshop and they're £39. And sometimes in Topshop they have those boots that don't come in boxes, so you don't have to ask for your size, but they're kind of stacked up on the shelves or kind of in store just by themselves. And they're always that lower price point. And these are them, they're £39. They come in black and I think they come in like a burgundy as well. Don't quote me on that, I'm going to double check. So styling these up I found super easy actually. They go with your classics, your grey, your white, your black, just with jeans or kind of skinny trousers. However, I've really liked to style them up matchy. I wore them on Instagram a couple of weeks ago with a khaki chunky knit from H&M, and I really love that matchy vibe, which I don't normally like, but for these boots it seems to really work. So today I've styled them up with a khaki faux leather shirt, which is actually new in from Topshop as well. It's the perfect colour, and I've got a white creamy polo neck underneath just so that I can make it a bit more wintry, and I just feel really done in it. I think there's something that I love about these boots is the fact that they really give your look an edge. It's so easy just to add a black boot to something, and if you're looking for something that's still a classic neutral, but you don't obviously want like a red or a leopard, I feel like khaki is the next best thing because it just gives that kind of edge. I love the fact that they're snake, they're pointy, they're super flattering, and for £39 I think they're a really great investment. Okay, boot number 4. And I feel like this is really controversial because I'm not sure it's 100% my style, but I had lots of questions about styling up the kind of military utility lace-up boot, which is obviously a huge trend for the season. I've seen so many in the shops that were very clunky and chunky, and I just didn't feel like I would be able to wear them with my style. And I found these on Kurt Geiger. As you can see, they've got this pearl detail and they're in kind of a mocky crocky. And I felt like, yes, I found the boot to work the trend that actually feels not so kind of hardcore, but with like a bit of a feminine edge, still got that chunky vibe, but I really feel like I could work them into my wardrobe. So in terms of styling them up, I don't think I would feel 100% wearing them with like skinny jeans or even just like frayed hem jeans. I really feel that I would love to wear these with a dress, and I feel like that's a great tip for styling up some of your spring dresses just to give them that winter edge. And I love the kind of mix of florals with something quite chunky. So I'm going to show you, as you can see, these boots styled up with a floral dress, and I think that's key for me when I'm wearing something quite masculine. I really want to just give it that edge so it fits in with my style. I have a lot of questions actually a couple of weeks ago about how I'm going to be wearing my floaty dresses into winter. So I think a pair of black tights and a chunky boot is a great way to do it. Also, you could layer a polo neck underneath your dress as well when it gets really cold, team over a leather jacket or an aviator jacket or even a maxi coat. It's a great way to style up your summer dresses, and I love the edge that these boots give. Okay, final boot number 5. Not going to be a surprise, I'm including the Chloe Susanna boots as a studded boot pair because I feel that that's a boot trend that comes around every single season. And I was looking in the shops thinking, oh, I should find a new studded boot and I can show you guys. And I thought, hang on a second, I love these boots so much. Why don't I just shout about these again? I'm all about loving those pieces in your wardrobe and wearing them time and time again. So you probably saw them, or you've seen them a million times, but they were in my winter capsule wardrobe video a couple of weeks ago. And I was just saying about having a flat, well, I know these aren't totally flat, but they're flat for me, about having a flat black boot in your wardrobe and how useful it is. And the thing with a studded boot is that it really lifts any basic look. I really love these boots just worn super, super casual with a slouchy jean and maybe like a chunky cardi or just a camel coat. And they're the kind of piece that just finish off an outfit. And the main thing about these and why I love them is the length. So everything I said about sock boots before still applies. However, if you are going to go for a boot that is slightly wider, have it really, really low on your ankle, because then the jeans are going to either go in or they will hit there. Anything too high, you're going to have the whole wide boot, wide jean. Obviously, it's a real pet peeve of mine. These are so good. And actually, a lot of you have asked recently what to wear with your boyfriend jeans in the winter months, because I know sometimes cold ankles and trainers. And these, I styled them up today with my boyfriend jeans, work so well with the boyfriend jean, because when you roll up the hem, they just sit perfectly here and it just gives it a real edge. So I styled them up with my slouchy boyfriend jeans from New Look, which I absolutely love. They're a great price point and they fit really well, and they're just definitely my go-to, especially on mum days. A simple grey sweatshirt and my beloved Anine Bing camel coat, plus these boots, is just one of those simple looks, but you just feel good in, and that is why I love these boots so much. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I absolutely love styling up my 5 favourite winter ankle boots, and hopefully I've inspired you by sharing some of my styling tips on how to wear yours. But as always, I will see you next week at 7:30, and please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed. See you next week.